gonna kill it with the freaking KRM. Oh shit. The Margot dropped a nuke. Oh, I forgot to hit the gun machine! That could be tragic. Oh, that was tragic. Oh, dang it.
I don't know why I go through the effort of typing your name when I add you to my title. When I hit @ you're the first one that comes up, but I instinctively start typing Jake, and then you're not the first one to come up anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are we gonna get the updated strat videos for world record pace only? When I get the world record, yeah, I'll make it updated. Like, hey, here's how you do it even faster. So, how's it going? I'm tired. I just woke up from a nap.
Finally Wednesday. Can finally relax. Not have to work tomorrow.
I had to deal with one of the worst. Hey, Doozy Bear. Love watching videos and practicing shadows in your spare time. That's awesome. Are you streaming right now, Jake, or just playing off stream?
I am live, but not really. But now I'm gonna go live.
If you want to watch some shadows, you can go over to Jake's stream. Shadows is my second favorite map. So, it's a fun map. Hey, Don Fiji. No, I was just dealing with... Nice, Robar. The most annoying customer I've ever dealt with.
Damn.
So, you'll get a kick out of this. Someone, a month ago, signs up for a lifeguarding class. Shows up in person, has not done the required online portion. And I say, hey, listen, you have to do the online portion. You can't take the class today. He's like, okay, no problem. His guardian comes to me after that and starts giving me his whole life story and begging me to please just let him this one time. Like, it'll be fine. And I'm like, I literally can't. That's not how that works.
That's, like, not how it works, dude.
Yeah. Whatever. So I tell him, listen, you can reschedule to my next class, which will be in 2 weeks. And he says, okay. He reschedules. And the next class 2 weeks later didn't have enough people signed up, and I had to cancel. Which I always feel bad, but it is what it is. And I said, listen, I'm really sorry. The options I can give you are you could reschedule again, or I could offer you a refund. Which I should mention is very generous. Like, other companies just straight up don't offer a refund at all, including the company I used to work for.
Just gonna be like, well, too fucking bad.
So...
Oh, guess when I got Thunderwall?
Round 113.
109.
No, what? Wait, were you trying that whole time?
Every time I got bullet boost, I was using it. I just wasn't getting a lot of bullet boost before 100, because, like, it's shadows.
That's
so
crazy, actually.
Yeah, like, I just kept getting, like, fireworks and freaking, like, dead wire.
I love shadows, especially in co-op, and using your high round strat video as a guide. Surprised how much shortcuts reside in BO3 as a whole. Yeah, BO3's full of a lot of unique tricks. Wouldn't Double Tap 2.0 be more helpful for taking boss zombies than Double Tap 1.0? Yes, it would. Like, the point of the video, as I mentioned towards the beginning of the video, is like, let's talk about Double Tap on high routes. You know, I think the one thing I didn't address is that Double Tap 2.0 is better for most Easter eggs. But also at the same time, I think not every boss in the game, but many bosses in the game, at least when we talk about, like, if we talk about BO3 specifically, since that's the only game with boss fights and double tap 2.
Tap.
Like,
other than BO6, I guess.
on Dryzen, you're using bows. On Zetsubo, you're using the KT4. On Gorod, you're using the Mark III. On Revelations, you're using the Thunder Gun. All of those boss fights don't get a buff, if that makes sense. Or at least, you could use bullet weapons. I think on Dryzen, the best weapon actually is the XM53, which also doesn't get a boost. At least, not from Double Tap 2. What course was he signing up for? He was signing up for a Lifeguarding class. Anyway. So it's a 2-day course. There's an 8-hour online portion, 20 hours in person. Then you get certified to become a lifeguard. Hey, Matsuko. Point is...
My PB is much higher on this than I thought it was.
Point is, I use Square to process my payments, right? Which is, like, I'm sure most people have... You don't really want Thundergun for Shadow Man and Rev. True. But also, like, for Shadow Man, yes. For the Margwa step, you 100% want Thundergun. Shadow Man's the easier one, though. Just throw a little Arnie and just shoot anything. Like, you kill him in one shot. Like, not one shot. You kill him in one go. You just throw a little Arnie. Person that tries to drown you both training hits different. That's my favorite part. I explain to people, hey, here's how you like deal with a situation where somebody tries to push you under, and I explain it, and then I say, okay, you're gonna practice this on your fellow classmates, and I'm gonna let you guys drown each other, have fun, don't hold back, and I just let them full force try to shove each other under the pool.
Gotta see what it's like to really understand.
Yeah, but even so, like, I'm saying in that Revelations specifically, like, the Dingo with Double Tap 2 is great. If Double Tap 1 existed, it would be just as good. Is what I'm saying.
You think 4.5 hours to 120 is okay?
4.5 hours to 120? Yeah, that's fine. I think might be faster than me. I mean,
Did you have a sub 3 for 100? Probably not, I guess.
No, I didn't. Not that I was trying to.
Yeah. I was surprised I only beat my 100 times. I had a minute this game from the previous.
Anyway.
Saved 1 minute.
So he requested a refund. I generously said yes. I go onto my Square app and I hit process refund. Because I can't just, like, it's not like I just Venmo him the money. Like, he paid through a credit card. I have to...
You gotta actually, like pay for a legitimate business transaction, basically.
Exactly. On Dryzen, don't you use double tap with KRM? Yeah, double tap's actually really necessary against the Panzer specifically.
Yeah,
like, that's
definitely needed for that.
That's like the biggest argument in favor of double tap 2 by far. But like, again, that's like the one boss. Like the one boss that really needs double tap. And even so, it's like, you know. Anyway, I was curious earlier today, saw your Instagram, watched your Masters recital. Oh, thank you. You're amazing on the sax. Musical high rounder was not on my bingo card. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed that too. Those are just little snippets. The whole recital is technically on my YouTube channel unlisted. I'm not gonna share that for my zombies audience right now, but I'm
Remember how
glad
I
you
got double
enjoyed.
max earlier?
What's the best map?
Double insta.
What's the best map to have fun high rounding? That's very subjective, honestly. I like Moon because it's fast and easy, and also like high enough intensity. Like, to me, Moon is like tag. You're killing really quickly, like 4 or 5, well, you know, like 5 seconds a horde. But it's entirely subjective. It depends what strategies you're into, you know. Anyway, let me finish telling the story. Did they unban this strat already? Not yet, but it's not like I care what ZWR does. They don't seem super intent on, like, listening to what the community wants. They just...
But they say that they will, and that they really care about clarifying the rules.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I personally find the fastest strategies to be the most fun. Maps like maps like Moon, maps like Tagged or Toten, it's just like, to me, dopamine is seeing bigger number. No, it's, yeah. No, of course, Mole Man. We'll see if they do. To me, bigger number, more dopamine is like the simple explanation. The faster I hit a bigger number, the more fun I'm having. And so I like to play the fastest maps. But it's different for everyone. Some people only like camping maps, some people only like training maps. You know.
You got Alchem?
As long as it's a map you're enjoying, that's all that matters.
That was nice. I got shopping free, and then I got crate power, and then I got Alchem.
We'll see. I mean, I don't see why the let's just split the category and see what people want to play more idea is so bad. Like, there's 2 people arguing against it and saying, oh, just look at the gameplay. So I like camping on...
I just think it's funny how there's at least like 2 or 3 people who voted on the most recent vote who changed their minds. And there's multiple people who would be able to vote on that now who didn't vote on it previously.
Exactly. Like, we know we have the votes for it. You're a gambler, you like to hit the box, so trade maps. Trade maps are also fun. I'm also a gambler. I like BO1 for, you know, I like BO1. It's slower than BO3, BO4, but I do like it for different reasons. It's also why I like BO1 Moon, honestly. BO1 Moon is the perfect combination because it's the fastest map on the game, probably.
It is.
And you have the most overpowered piece of equipment in all of Zombies history, the hacker. And one of the most fun wonder weapons.
You can get 8 max ammos per round.
Yeah. So it's like a combination of being easy because you have overpowered things at your disposal, and being fun because it's fast, and being gambling. Yeah, I like camping on Revelations. I honestly find it more fun than most people do, Revelations. I don't plan on playing it again because I already 255'd it.
I do not like it.
I like it. I had fun.
It is not. Tag is way more fun.
What's the most boring map? Most boring map is Dead of the Night for me, because I think for me the best strategy is camping at the Silver Bullets table, which I think might not be the fastest, but it's like by far the safest. Now that we're on older CODs, what's your highest round of all time on BO1 and BO2? I think I believe it's round 116 on BO1 Moon is my highest on those games combined. I actually have not done as many high rounds as I would like to. I want to play more BO1 Moon, like really, really badly. I'm just holding off because Call of the Dead is taking up a lot of time.
There's other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get that 100.
Yeah, I know. I totally understand what Sam was saying when he was like, you could just game over instantly. Anyway, so let me finish the story and then I'll respond to more chat. Oh, maybe, so I processed the refund. Maybe a week or so after I do that, the kid's guardian emails me saying, hi, I requested a refund and I never got the money. Please, if you could, and he's like, if you could like Venmo or Zelle me the money, that would be great. And I respond and I said, hey, listen, I processed the refund on this date. It may take up to 7 days for you to see the funds in your account, which is what Square told me, you know?
Yeah, that's like standard.
That's standard. Anyway, because he paid with a credit card and it was being refunded to the credit card, that sort of thing takes time. Cause like when you credit a credit card, it like takes a little bit to go through. He emails me again a few days later saying, I still haven't received the funds, this is ridiculous. And I show him like, listen, your issue is with, like, I was like, listen, I apologize that this is taking so long. You have to, I was like, you have to reach out to the payment processor or you have to reach out to your bank. Like, I've done everything I can.
Yeah, it's not your problem at this point.
Yeah. For the last week...
You can't do anything to speed that up.
Yeah, exactly. For the last week, he's been emailing me, harassing me, saying, this is ridiculous, it shouldn't be taking this long.
I need my money.
Like, I need the money, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, listen, it's out of my hands. The money was already taken out of my bank account 2 weeks ago. Like, if you're not getting it, that's on your bank. Which is
you need
true.
to call your bank instead of spamming you. They need to be calling their bank.
He emails me back. He's like, I'm not jumping through hoops to get this money. This is ridiculous. I paid you and you got it instantly. Why can't I get the money instantly? You have to Venmo or Zelle me right now, or I'm going to show up to your house and take it from you in cash. And obviously the problem being, because I was running classes at my house, of course he knows my address. And now I'm being a lot more apprehensive about wanting to run classes at my house.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So, a few emails back and forth, he's getting nastier and nastier. He's threatening to come to my house, and he's like, I need your phone number. You need to call me. We need to sort this out right now, or I'm going to be calling the authorities. I get an email this morning at 2 in the morning from Square saying, hello, the refund has been completed. And I emailed him and I said, I apologize that it took as long as it did. I don't know why Square took so long. This is very unusual, but you should see the money. And if you don't see it, then you have to contact Square or your bank, because I have receipts saying that you should have gotten it. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
The money's already been taken out of your account.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like you're gonna lose it again or something.
And he goes, I'm not calling my bank or Square. You need to call me right now and we'll handle this, or I'm calling the authorities. So I was like...
He resubmitted it. Does he have full gameplay with audio and setup and everything?
We need to sort this out or I'm calling group 935. So, we're emailing back and forth today. Eventually, I tell him, the money has been refunded. If you don't see it, you need to contact your bank. I will not be contacting you further. Like, that's all I said. He sends me an email. Fine, I'm...
different playlist?
He sends me an email. If you don't call me, I'm calling the police. This is ridiculous. So, I... just wanting to really ensure that that I'm doing everything I can. I call Square. I call their customer support. And I'm like, hey, listen, I have a guy who requested a refund. I processed the refund. I have multiple emails from you confirming that the refund went through. I trust you guys. I don't believe there's an issue. But... like, I just want to make sure that everything's good on your end. And they were like, yep, everything's good on our end. They sent me a thing, and they were like, you should screenshot this and send this to him and tell him to call his bank. So I screenshotted it, and I sent it to him. And I said, you need to call your bank if you don't see the money. And he goes, I don't need to call my bank. I see the funds, but it's pending. It shouldn't be pending. It should just be in there. And I'm like, okay, so your bank sees the funds too if it's pending. You call them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do you want me to do? He emails me back saying I'm calling the police. So I call him, which I was reluctant to do because I was like, I don't need, first of all, I don't need this guy to have my number. Second of all, every single email he says, I need your number, even though it's been in the emails that I sent, because it's in my, like, below, it's like below my name, here's my number. So, like, I don't know why he kept screaming, give me your number, when he had it. So I call him.
It's right there, buddy.
And I recorded the call, and he's like, and I was like, hi, this is Jordan. He goes, hi, where's my money? And I'm like, it should be in your bank account. If you don't see it, it might take 1 to 6 days to process, which is what Square told me. And he goes, no, I'm not waiting 1 to 6 days. You either give me the money today, or I'm calling the police. And I'm like, you should already have the money. Like, you can call the authorities if you want. They're not gonna do anything.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
I was like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. So, we're on the phone for 5 minutes. Eventually, he hangs up on me. And...
Bro, this group chat is wild. MC Zombie Slayer, dude, who is in this group chat?
What group chat?
Insomnia, Devious, Decal. I don't even know who that is. Freaking V Celadus is in here. MC and Mystic. Short, tired, alpha, omega stream.
Yeah, I am tired. I don't know what time I'll stop streaming, but maybe I'll play like 2-3 hours.
How's that Winter's Whale?
Winter's Whale, honestly, was probably the move. Just because it helps a lot with, like, whenever I fall and I need to, like, recover, I don't instantly die. Because I realized, I was like, damn, as much as I rage quit on stream and got all pissed, that chatter was right. Not that Winter's Whale is better than Dying Wish. But, like, what was Stronghold doing for me? It was only protecting me while I was standing still. Except all my deaths were while I fell or while I was running to and from the specialist.
When you're standing still, you
don't get hit.
Are knifing the zombies, and like they take so long to hit you.
Exactly.
Wilda's video. Oh, dude.
Wilda's latest video.
His tag video. Did not get any views. I'm really disappointed. Because it was really good.
Did it really not? I should.
I don't even think it got 1,000 views. Like,
hold on.
Last I checked, it was at like 500. I'm like, dude, that was a good video. Like.
No. Anyway, so the end of the story is he sent multiple emails harassing me, saying he was going to show up to my house. Earlier today, I called my police department's non-emergency number, and I just said, hey, listen. This is what's been going on. I'm not saying I want to file a police report yet, but like, what's my best course of action? And they were like, just let him know that you won't be contacting him. If he contacts you, let him know you already spoke to the police. And like, if he contacts the authorities, they're not going to do anything because I have the receipts. I don't know what, I sent him copies of the receipts from Square. I don't know what to tell him. Hold on. Looking up Wilda. Oh, not even 1,000 views. I should make a community post on my channel saying go watch his video because that was genuinely. I clicked on the video. I will say I clicked on the video stoned, and I commented on the video. I commented on the video before watching it, and I was like, I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy this video, and I'm never gonna play tag. And I watched the video, and I was like, I'm not
playing tag again, but I'm still gonna watch the shit out of this and enjoy it.
I watched that video, and I was like, this is one of the most amazing and genuinely interesting high round guides I've ever seen. And it's literally about, hey, here's how you guys can play a 500-hour game.
Yeah, it's like, here's how you set up a 500-hour game.
So if Call the Dead had World at War dogs that don't increase the zombies' health, how far would Solo be able to get? Honestly, not much further. Like, assuming we have dog rounds, we would only have to play, we would only have to play 77% of the game. Because if you skip every 4 to 5 rounds, that's 2 in every 9. So you only play 7 out of every 9 rounds. So you'd be able to go 23% further than the current world record. Because, like, you have to understand, yes, it would help for the early rounds, especially if it didn't increase the zombies' health like it does on World at War. But you would still hit a high enough round that like your only way to progress further would be the VR11. So I think the record would be about 23, maybe 25% further than what it currently is. Which would be a big difference, but like probably not Insta's territory, if that makes sense. Uh-oh. Yeah, like you would run straight into a wall where like your VR11 is the only way to continue. Even if you had ray gun scaling wouldn't make it do enough damage. The zombie's health would outpace ray gun scaling still. Obviously, like the ray gun would last a lot longer, but still once you hit the 70s, 80s, you're not going to be using the ray gun. Or maybe the 90s if their health is similar to like what it would be in the 70s, 80s. But still. You should do zombies lessons for 10 liquid diviniums a month, and refunds are in Perkaholics and Bullet Boost. When you say zombies... Oh, wait, people would pay me 10 liquid divinium a month? I don't need liquid divinium.
Yeah, what do you need that shit for?
I don't need liquid divinium.
We have 255 of every elixir, bro.
Yeah. In your
I still think it's funny that that 255 cap from BO4 is probably also in BO3, but you would never use 255 of the same gum in one game, so...
In your current game that you're streaming on an alt, the Carpenter drop doesn't work correctly, and that's how you know it's World at War map. The game dropped a carp with only 4 boards not rebuilt. That's funny. What's my favorite wonder weapon, not including the bows or stabs? Well, my favorite wonder weapon is the Apothecant Servant, and that's including the bows and stabs. Bows and stabs don't even make...
I don't... That's not even like top 5, honestly.
Neither of those makes my top 5. Ice Staff might make my top 10. I would have to make a list of my favorite wonder weapons and like see. Because for me, number 1 is Apothecant Servant, number 2 is Wave Gun, number 3 probably is Thunder Gun, honestly. 4 might be Sliquifier, low-key. Sliquifier is just so fun to use.
Yeah. I haven't played Die Rise in so long. Since I got the 100 on it, I just like never touched it again.
I know. I want to play Die Rise, but like...
I want to go for like a 150 or something. But like, if you're going for a 150, you might as well try for the world record at that point.
Yeah,
but that's a 115-hour game.
The trample steam strat is just so hard. Like, I need to see the updated one.
You gotta like really pay attention so you're not killing the elevator.
If it's BO4, pay him in max ammos or full powers. If it's BO4, it gotta be full powers. Full powers are better than max ammos on this map. But not on every map. Yeah. Like on tag, I want max ammos.
Full powers the like better than everything other than Insta and max.
Gorgoflex sweep. We'll see. We'll see if the Gorgoflex ends up being good. I think I do want to get... I am going to do a video ranking every single wonder weapon ever. But I'm waiting for the Gorgoflex to be out. I just need to consider, like, what weapon... Like, which weapons get counted together and which weapons get counted separately. In the sense, like, do I count every version of the Wonder Waff as one? When, like, BO1 and World at War is very different. Especially, like, World at War Darius is sort of very different than Vanguard or, you know, Shattered Veil Wonder Waff. I won't do non-Treyarch, unfortunately. It's probably going to be Treyarch only, just because, like, Treyarch, I have enough to be able to, like, speak on and say, like...
Barely played non-Treyarch stuff to have full confidence of what you're saying with it.
I don't know how to build any of the wonder weapons on Infinite Warfare, so, like... it would just be a struggle for me to be like, okay, the Shredder, I guess. I genuinely don't know.
Okay, I love when I pull out my sword and it pulls out the Servant instead.
Play Die Rise with the mod to make the Wonder Weapon unpatched? I could, but I would just be camping to 162. Or what is it, 159 or 162?
I mean,
One of
if
those.
you were gonna fix it, I guess you would just cap. You would have the patch for cap zombie health too, I guess. And just have it actually infinite damage. Go to 255.
That's true.
GG.
I don't plan on playing the new map tomorrow now.
It comes out tomorrow, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. Watch it be like the worst map in the game, even though they're hyping it up to like say it's gonna have a bunch of Easter eggs and amazing quests for the Wonder Weapon or whatever. It's like, okay, dude. Sure. Are those quests AI generated? Is that where they're gonna be so awesome?
Can you
AI
downpatch
generated quests?
on PC?
On World at War you could. I've done it on my fucking CD version. I used to play. But some versions, like World at War does have like a pre-patch version that you can put in, I think. Trick GPT. Have they created that?
Oh, wait. I wanted to grab that nuke, but there's a lot of zombies in my way. They're gonna break my shield.
Why'd you want to grab the nuke? Who grabs nukes in BO4?
I do, because one, you want to know why? That nuke just ended the round.
I ended the round on 250 unclassified with a nuke.
Do I hate modern zombie vibe from Cold War to BO6? Yes. I think it completely killed the franchise. I think Cold War is better than BO6 for a lot of reasons. I gotta go get a new shield. It's dog rounds. It's a good time to do so. Like, here's the difference between Cold War and BO6. I hated both of them, but I hated Cold War a lot less. And the reason is, on
Cold War still felt satisfying to high round.
Yeah, on Cold War, everything in the game is overpowered. Like, yes, score streaks are the meta, and they're like by far the thing you want to be doing more than anything else. But at the very least, like, you can run any strategy you want and be fine and survive and, like, have fun. You can play whatever strategy you want and get to a high round. Like, there's a reason why genuinely the melee-only category on Cold War is, like, actually relatively, like, highly played. It's interesting. Everything is overpowered, and because everything is overpowered, it actually feels fun to play because it's like, oh, I'm surviving, I'm getting to a high round, the dopamine is high because it's easy to kill, like, you know, it's chill. On Black Ops 6, nothing is good except for score streaks for the most part, with the exception of certain wonder weapons like the Wonder Waff and the Ice Staff. So, like...
Or like the GS-45 and...
Yeah, and even the GS-45 is not carrying you. Like, on Cold War, yes, score streaks are the best, but you can play any way you want, and so in general it's fun, because it's like, you know, the gameplay's interesting for most people, everything feels overpowered, so you just feel good. You're killing a lot of zombies, the dopamine's high. On Black Ops 6, nothing's overpowered, so you're forced to use the couple things on the map that are very overpowered. You're forced to use the Ice Staff, you're forced to use the Jet Gun, you're forced to use the Wonder Waff, and on all the other maps, you're just forced to use mutant injections, and that's it. Like, because the weapons suck. Like, there's only one good, viable strategy on every map, and every single one of them revolves sitting in a corner with a wonder weapon and or spamming mutant injections, and that's it. Whereas on Cold War, every map feels unique from each other map. Like D Machine, you spend the first 600 rounds camping with the ray gun and Ring of Fire, and then you transition to score streaks. On Firebase C, you're using the Ray K. On Mauer, you're using Frost Blast. On Forsaken, you're using Flamethrower or RCXD or whatever strat, you know. Every map is different from each other on Cold War, but on Black Ops 6, it's every map is Wonder Weapon and or Mutant Injections, and that's it. You know, and there's no other viable strategy.
Can you pick up that double points for me, dude?
Hey, Carrie, how's it going?
You wanna pick that up? Thank you.
Yeah, like every high round
crap.
is just Mutant Injections.
Bro, using a death machine on 120 and standing like at the railing is fucking sketchy.
It is. I like to stand by the L car when I used it.
Oh, nah, dude. You can stand like at the railing, but as soon as you get pushed out, you gotta like just
Yeah.
gotta walk one away. Then I stand at the window after that. I can't believe this is a one spawn on last gen. That's so weird.
Yeah, can I tell you the truth, Matsko? I was misconceived about double tap on Black Ops 6 because I thought, or at least it might have been this way in an earlier patch and it got changed, or I didn't know. I thought the augments were worse than they actually are. One of the augments seems really stupid, the double or nothing augment. It was like a chance to do double damage or a chance to do no damage. And I was like, if it's 50-50, then you're just doing normal damage, but not all at the same time. And if it's not 50-50, it's like a 1.3%, 1.3 times increase, which is like not that much, and it has a chance to get you killed if you roll unlucky. Which actually is true. It's like a 30% chance of doing nothing, 70-ish chance of doing a lot, something like that. But then I was like, I don't know anything about how double tap works on Black Ops 6, and my first thought was like, God, I have to boot up the game for the first time in 6 months, I have to try it, I have to do the whole... And so I looked it up first, and then I found his video, and I was like, this is a 44-minute long video. I'm not gonna do double tap justice at all. Let me just be responsible and send my viewers over his way, because, like, I think that was by far the best thing to do. And also to be like, I'm not gonna not address it, because it does exist, you know? Like, even in my Tombstone video, I did mention... like, hey, let's talk about Black Ops 2 Tombstone. Let's talk about Cold War Tombstone. And then I was like, all right, Modern Warfare 3 Tombstone, I don't know. You know? And I wanted to do a little more than, like, I don't care. I think it was responsible of me. Donuts really enjoyed my video. He commented on it, and I was like, that's cool.
I saw that.
And listen, like, you know, he's probably a creator I'm not gonna interact with that much just because he does Black Ops 6 as of recently. But, like, it's always nice to have someone with over 100,000 subscribers watch your video and enjoy it and comment, you know? Putting aside how boring the mutant injection is to high round, I really wish we could have turned it to more than just a mangler. I think that, you know, you're right. I think that would have been fun if you also got to turn into the doppelgasts or abominations. That would make it interesting. Mutant would probably still be the meta, low-key, if I think about the attacks that those enemies have. He is a very interesting creator. I do like his shorts more than his long-form videos. I like his shorts where he says, like, guess the zombies map in 60 seconds, guess the whatever. I'm usually very good at those.
Dude, I'll be like, watching it, I'll be like, oh, it's totally this. And then I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's quite good at, like, catching you on the last hint. I also figured most of... You're right. I figured most of my audience wouldn't care that much about Black Ops 6. But, like, I'm doing due diligence by saying, like, I should talk about it because it is different. and it is the newest perk on Black Ops 6, and technically some people might click on this video thinking it's about Black Ops 6, even though it's not.
Yeah.
So, like, let me not say anything wrong, because I'm going to be wrong. Let me just direct people to the correct source. Me and my friends did one of them on a Discord call, and I'm the only one who figured out it was malware due to the round start sound effects. Oh, I think I remember that one specifically. As soon as he played that round change music, I was like, oh, it's malware. I know, because I had to listen to it 935 times. Listen, trust me, I'm a musician. As a musician, if there's one thing that I can really pick out in these games, it's music. Like, if you play round change music for me, I will guess the map exactly within seconds.
Unless it's BO6.
Yes, you're right. I wouldn't be able to guess BO6.
You would not know the BO6 maps, most likely.
Your zombie science video are your favorite on YouTube overall? Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. A lot of people seem to be, which, like I said, it makes me really happy. I have fun making these videos, and it makes me feel good knowing that people are learning more about the game, and knowing that, like, more people are getting interested in high rounds because of it, you know? I'm trying to show that high rounds are more fun than people make them out to be, and, like, that doesn't mean I expect all of my viewers to be going for world records. Is this round? That's round. If you were on Who Wants to Be a Zombies Millionaire, would I win? I think I would. It depends, though, because, like, ask me about any map mechanics, I probably win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Assuming it's multiple choice. I'm not gonna, like, rattle off every single map mechanic ever, like, on a game show like that. But if it's a multiple choice, like, answer every question correctly to win $1 million, I'm winning $1 million. But also, it depends. Like, if you ask me about the story, pre-Black Ops 4, I could probably tell you most of the details, not everything. Post-Black Ops 4, I don't know anything. Is the fast strat useful past round 100? Maybe. You mean the one with the Mozu where I'm up by the fence? I feel that it is less safe now because because it takes more kills to charge the specialist. Like, the amount of kills it takes to charge the specialist.
It caps out way before 100.
Yeah, it caps out really early. And when it starts capping out, it takes a long time to actually recharge it. And that's when sitting by the fence is, like, really not safe. And I'm not going to mess with it. Although,
Dang, I didn't get a fucking
like,
bug round.
somebody better than me could probably run it the whole game, for all I know. Like, maybe even if you run Blaze Phase instead of Dying Wish, I guess. And you, like, whenever you're not...
Shopping free.
Feature on Greg FPS's Zombies quiz? I could. Greg FPS and I are friends on Discord, although I haven't heard from him in, like, 5 years. Does he still upload? I'm not subscribed to him. Oh, I hate to admit. Because, I don't know how many of you guys were around or remember the whole Obey Undead.
Oh, what the fuck? I just slammed into a death machine.
Can I play Who Can It Be Now by Men at Work on saxophone? Yes, I can. Who can it be
I was like, I know
now?
exactly what song that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I can play
I
that.
knew exactly what song that was immediately.
Greg still uploads. I gotta look up. How's
Nice.
this channel doing? Because I feel like you gotta fell off, no? Am I wrong? Am I rude
haven't
for
heard
saying
anything
that? Am
about
I
it.
wrong
The
for saying
last
that?
the last time I heard about it was fucking Tricky's videos.
Listens to Derice.
Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Listens to Derice's clock endlessly for hours. Oh, fuck yeah, that's my jam. I could pick out the Derice clock instantly.
Dude, that clock is
I can...
like embedded into your brain. You can just wake up in the middle of the night and just hear that for no reason.
I know by heart the exact tempo of the clock. And it's not not exactly 1 second. Hold on, my brother's calling me. Let me mute my mic and answer the phone.
You're on my stream still, of course.
Okay, chat, I'm sorry. I truly am. This is going to be a short stream. And Jake knows why.
You did say that.
Listen, I
think I heard some of that, but
you could he didn't say it out loud, but you can assume what my brother and I are gonna do. I'm gonna end this stream in about 15 minutes. What it might be is like in 15 minutes, whatever round I'm on is gonna be the last round I play.
Yeah.
Alright.
Never like to pause mid-round. Dude, I had never paused mid-round on 9, and my rounds were like freaking an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, I feel really bad that I'm only streaming for an hour, but like I just wanted to get some alpha in and also check in with you guys. This is a good chance, if you guys aren't in the Discord server, to give a channel update and to answer your question. Okay, so here's the plan. For those of you that are here, I'll probably possibly post a community post about this. I am going to London with my family on a vacation. My family is all we are all straight, we are all white, we are all US citizens, so I'm not super scared about being denied entry back into the country. Can't guarantee that for everyone, but I'm going on vacation with my family. I'm gonna be gone for 8 days. So I'm gonna be gone from the 8th to the 16th. During that time, there will be no streams. There likely will be no uploads, except I do actually have some, like, YouTube shorts that are stream highlights from some of our Call of the Dead games and other stuff we've done recently. And so, like, I'll be, like, trickling out a little bit of short content in that time. I will still be talking in the Discord and, like, you know, catching up with you guys, but just a heads up that, like, this will be the last stream you guys see from me until at least the 17th. I know, I'm sorry.
We'll 255 Shadows while you're gone, and then I won't even be in this game while we're playing Call of Dead.
But luckily for you guys, Jake will still be streaming. So.
Yeah, lucky them, right?
I'll post a community post on my channel saying, hey, like, I know he's the guy I stream with all the time, but, like, you should watch Jake while I'm gone for 8 days, because I know obviously you don't upload, like, you know, long-form videos that are edited like I do, but your channel's still growing. Europe Vacation W? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is something that surprises a lot of people when I tell them. I have never been to Europe before. And to answer your question, Christian, as a matter of fact, I've never been outside of North America before. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. I've never been outside of North America. Truth is, I'll tell you the truth. My family loves going on cruises, and like usually when we go on cruises, we go on Caribbean cruises. So we either leave out of New York or New Jersey or sometimes Florida, and we will like go to the Bahamas, we'll go to Aruba, make a community update if you hear Codename Pizza raging. Why would Codename Pizza be raging? Does he not like my zombie science videos? I'd say that's crazy, but you haven't left Europe either. Yeah, I listen. My family loves going on cruises. That's like the main vacation that we've done for the past bunch of years, like since COVID, honestly. Part of the, or we travel around the United States is the other thing that we do. Just because that's sort of, you know, easier in some sense. I'm really looking forward. I've always wanted to go to Europe. London seems like it's going to be a ton of fun. We have a lot of stuff planned, but obviously can't stream from London. If you hear him rage when you're in London, oh, because he lives in London, right? I get it. That was the worst throw I've ever done of a, and I think it hit every single zombie. That's insane.
What? Wraithfire?
I threw a Wraithfire and it landed like not even in front of where the zombies were running. And it still hit every single one.
Killbill is playing an Ancient Evil game, but every stream that he does is private, so I have no idea what round he's even on.
That's interesting. Yeah, you
know
know
I
what?
keep getting notifications, but I click it and it says private. So I'm like, oh, I wonder what round he's on. I have no idea.
You know what's interesting about this whole thing is I've only actually seen 3 people openly come out and say like, no, this needs to be banned. One of which was Killwill, who, like, he
got
literally
the 100 SR on hardcore because it's allowed on speedruns for some reason.
Yeah, got the 100 SR, and I was like, oh, this strat looks sick. And so were a bunch of other commenters, probably who came from me in all fairness, but... And then I used it in my game, and I think I crushed my 100 PB in this game. Come to Saudi Arabia. Listen, as a tourist, I genuinely think that would be fun. I don't think it's safe for Americans to travel there right now. Nothing against Saudi Arabia. I'd kill to go see Greece and Italy. Yeah, me too. I think I'm going to be doing some day trips during my trip. I think I'm going to be going to maybe Paris and possibly one other country. We're figuring it out.
I want to go to Asia.
Didn't Pizza move to the USA?
Very interesting.
I don't know, did he? Germany, I would love to visit. Part of the reason that my family goes on so many cruises is because we all cruise for free. Because, like, on stream, I don't hide the fact that I'm a gambler. I would never gamble on stream. And I would never...
Yeah, you wouldn't do that for profit or, like, exposure or anything like that.
No.
Hell no. That's wrong.
That's not to say that I'm not... That's not to say that I'm not subscribed... Gambling. I'm not, like, I am subscribed to a bunch of gambling YouTubers. Like, I don't know if anyone's heard of, like, Exposed or Degen Dalt or Bretsky. I find those guys really fun to watch, but I would never, for one, I'd never play like they do, and for two, I would never encourage any of my chatters to play like they do or like I do. Get ready for no AC. Oh, yeah. At least it'll be a little better in August than probably July. A little. I don't know how much better, actually.
We're from New England. We're used to this, like, shitty heat.
Yeah,
humidity.
By me, it's been stupidly hot this summer. This is not safe. I'm at 25 health.
25 health.
That went weirdly.
What's a health bar?
Hey, another Degen Dalt lover. Yeah. Listen. My genuine advice, if you're going to get into gambling, is you need to understand the math. You need to understand that odds are you're going to lose. I am a card
know when
counter.
to call it off. Know
Yeah,
when to be like, this is enough of a win. I need to, like, call it and do something with this money.
Exactly.
You know?
You cannot chase losses.
You can't just keep betting your money away.
No, I don't gamble with CS skins. I don't gamble online. I only gamble in real casinos. And I play craps.
With real money.
With real money. I play craps, which is fun. I'm mostly a blackjack player. I'm a card counter. So, like, I sit at the table. I don't drink. I don't smoke in the casino.
You don't give them any money or anything.
Like, I sit and I pay very close attention to what cards are coming out. I only bet based on the math. And most of the time I win, but not every time. But the odds are in my favor because I'm counting cards. And like and what I want to portray to my audience is like, you are going to lose unless you truly understand what you're doing. That doesn't mean you can't show up to the casino and win a bunch of money if you're lucky. It happens all the time, but if you show up to the casino every day, you will lose. You will lose your money. Yeah, I also have immolations stacked so that I can Yeah, only go in with money that you are totally fine losing. Do not lose more than you can afford to. And if you win, walk away.
Nice. 127.
Reaching 90 degrees out here. Oof. It was 90 like last week. We had a lot of 90-degree days. This summer.
It was like 100.
Yeah, this was like the hottest summer we've had in a long time where I live. Which you know, I don't complain about. I work mostly in a pool. I either teach lifeguarding, which is in a pool, and I get in the pool all day, or I teach some lessons, which I get in the pool for, or I'm teaching CPR and I'm indoors. Put 100 on the slaps and hope for the best. Also, card counting is funny because people think you win millions. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm playing with...
You're swaying the odds. You're not, like, making... Oh, yeah, I can just go in and, like, win the fuck out of... Like, they would be on your ass so fast. Come on.
Exactly.
They
like,
don't, like, win money like that. Unless you're, like, in on it in some way to promote them, like online stuff.
Yeah, a lot of these gambling streamers, when they play online, they're literally playing with boosted odds with a promo code so that they get their viewers to sign up. It looks
better. Yeah, so it looks better so that people will sign up and everyone will go and waste their money on it.
110 degrees? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. But like, yeah, it's when you play blackjack, if you play with perfect basic strategy, you have like, it's a coin where heads you win, tails you lose, and tails comes up 50.5% of the time, and heads comes up 49.5% of the time. Right? In the short term, anything can happen. In the long term, they're going to win in the long run. All card counting does is turn the odds like 1 or 2% in your favor. So I have like a 51% chance of winning and a 49% chance of losing. That means in the span of one session, like, I'm gonna lose. Or not I'm gonna lose. Like, I'm more likely to lose. I'm more likely to win than lose, but anything can happen. It just means that over the course of many, many sessions, I'm gonna win. And so I do it every time I go to the casino because that is many, many sessions, and over time I'll make some money. No surprise that a Zombies high rounder constantly surrounded by numbers is a successful card counter. Listen, yeah, I count cards, Flash Game. My life is very strange in a lot of ways. In that,
what is this?
Like, people are always very surprised about all the things that I do because I have been stumbling through my entire life just doing random things that I enjoy. The only kind of gambling you do is gotcha. Oh, that's the worst kind. That's related to your profile picture, right? That's a game. I forget the name of the game, but I know you said it. I know you said it's a game, and I was like, that sounds like a gotcha game. What area of the country do I play in? Actually, my most frequented casinos are in Atlantic City, or I also go to Mohegan Sun in Connecticut. Without saying the name of the state that I live in, even though it's easy to figure out, my state borders both of those states. But I don't live in either of those states. Although, my state is probably the most famous state to non-Americans. Would you agree? Maybe? Maybe California's up there?
I got a bug round.
Only ever put in $15. Oh, so that's just playing a game. That's like, that's just like I paid $15 for camos in Black Ops 2. You know, Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah.
I bought a few.
I bought
a few
Weaponized
camos.
115. I bought a couple of the others in Black Ops 2. That's when DLC was actually good. It's like, hey, pay a little bit of money, you get a skin, no strings attached. It's just a skin. You pay a little bit of money. None of this gambling loot box shit.
You gotta rate my bug round strategy.
You used to count cards in the Midwest?
Goated.
Nice. Yeah, so in New Jersey, they can't kick you out. They can flat bet you. I haven't been flat bet yet, but I also play, like, very conservatively. Like, my spread is only, like, 25 to 150. I don't, like... I see other people who will go, like, 25 to 500 or 1,000. I don't go that far. Okay, this will be my last round, by the way. I will be ending the stream at the end of this round.
I'm gonna go eat a little snack.
When you think USA, you think Texas? That's fair. Yeah, it's either Texas, Florida, California, or New York are like the four. Going to Vegas next week. Good luck. How big are US states? Like drive one into another? It depends on the state, but like
Very.
the
depends,
US states are
varies.
massive.
Driving across Texas can take like 6 hours, but driving across my state can take like 2.5 hours.
US
like, from top
states
to bottom, my whole state's like 3.5 hours.
from if I drive
But it
from
can take like you can drive like 7 hours in Texas and still be in Texas.
don't forget Nebraska.
California too. I think you could probably drive like 7-8 hours in California, still be in California.
Bro tried to sneak Nebraska in there. Yeah, if I drive from where I live to the northern border of my state, which would be the Canadian border, that's like 12 hours of driving.
Damn. Okay, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, and my state is like the 27th biggest state by landmass. Like, driving across California takes 15 hours from north to south. Yeah.
Damn.
Your biggest spread wasn't
That's probably
crazy
like
either.
half of that is
2
traffic.
times 300,
probably,
true
too.
6 plus. When I played most recently, I played on Saturday. I did a more aggressive spread. I did 25 at true -1, 50 at 0, and then I did like it was like 50 at 0, 75 at 1, 100 at 2, 3 I did 150, and then 4 plus I did 2 hands 150. Which is like not super consistent, but I was like, this is fine. And I won $1,000 in one day, so it worked, I guess. I don't think my hourly should have been. I played for like 4.5 hours. My hourly wouldn't have been like $2.50 an hour, but the odds were in my favor that day. It worked out. As a Belgian, I'm often humbled by the size of the U.S. The U.S. is gigantic. But like, if you want to talk about the biggest state is Alaska, and most people don't realize it. Alaska is humongous. Alaska is 25, or like, Alaska is more than 20% of the entire United States. If you were to drive from the westernmost point of Alaska to the easternmost point, it's the same as driving from Florida to California. And if you were to drive from the southernmost to the northernmost, it's the same as like Texas to Canada. Yeah, I do use Blackjack Apprenticeship. I use his chart. I learned a bunch of deviations from his chart. Because So like when I first started get away from me, zombies. When I first started counting, I started with like simple deviations, you know, standing or hitting on 16. Then I started learning like doubling or not doubling 9 versus 2, 9 versus 7. I don't go crazy with like splitting 10s or anything like that. I never split 10s. But like I learned all of my soft hand variations from him. I take insurance at +3. Biggest state is Alpha Omega. Nevada. Traffic only gets bad around the big cities, the rest is just interstate? Yeah, exactly. Like, when I was driving to Pennsylvania over the weekend, I had to get through the city first, which is the most annoying part, and then once I'm through the city, it's just straight shot there. Yeah.
Yeah, we drove from here to Texas.
I'm just gonna finish this
like
round and then I'm gonna end stream.
6 hours, 28 hours.
Is it raining outside?
You don't know what rain is.
Yeah, in BO4, just in every map except for Shadows, you get 4 drops per round.
In BO4?
Yes, and in general. Well, I guess you can argue Call of the Dead, but that's...
And Origins.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid getting backed off. I will say, like, one thing that I do that most people don't do is every new casino I go to, I always sign up for a card. Because they always end up giving me a bunch of free play or, like, whatever, or food. The casino I went to over the weekend, I went there for the first time. And the first thing I did, actually, the first thing I did was I signed up for a card, and they were like, you get $30 free slot play and $10 free food. And I was like, okay. And I just played some slots, and I turned the $30 into $70 of profit. And I was like, all right, this is nice. I'm going to pocket this and go play some blackjack. And then I won 1,000 on blackjack, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I used the $10 of free food that I got and my comps to buy myself a shot glass. Woohoo! The only drive I wouldn't do again was to Vegas, just flying there. How far was the drive? Yeah, I mean, for me, I would fly to Vegas. That would be like a 3-day trip in a car.
Had a Mark was spawn in and it gave me the
Exactly.
maximum ammunition that the Civil Protector just fucking picked up.
I was panicking. I was nervous a little bit because I was only at the casino for 4 hours. I was on a vacation that wasn't for gambling. I was with a friend. We were going to see a couple shows. When do you cut your losses, winnings? Like, my personal strategy is I'll go to the casino with, like, Flash Gamer, thanks for the sub. I'll go to the casino with, like, $1,000, and if I lose all that, unless I'm staying there for multiple days, which I do, like, when I'm with my parents or grandparents, I usually won't hit up the money machine, and I'll just call it there. But, like, if I'm up $1,000 and I only plan on being there a day, like, if I'm up 1,000, that's where I'm like, okay, let me be responsible and just leave wherever I'm at. Like, that's usually my I'm done for the day, I'm up 1,000. That doesn't, like, obviously, the math of card counting doesn't necessarily say that I have to do that, but that's just my personal, like, let me just cash in some winnings and be responsible. Shadows has more than 4 drops per round? No, it has less. It has 2 drops per round.
It has 2. It has 2. I'm playing it right now. And
7-ish hours of desert hell? That sounds awful. Yeah, okay.
Also, Jordan has a 255 on Shadows.
Yes, I do. Anyway, yeah, I always play with a card, because in Atlantic City and at Mohegan Sun, I have a host, So, like, I go with my grandparents a lot. My grandma loves playing slots. My parents like playing as well. Why does Shadows have 2 drops? I don't know.
Probably because of the servant, but I don't know. It's weird.
Nice talking with you too, Flash Gamer. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I don't... So my next stream won't be for another 10 days, probably. So I'm gonna miss you guys, but I will be... I'll be in the Discord server. You guys are welcome to hang out. I'm always talking there. Am I up in my entire life? I don't think I'm up in my entire life. I am up a lot this calendar year. Like, I've been practicing card counting and, like, just trying to get better at, like, understanding the strategy for some time. But in, like, this past December, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get serious about this. Every time I go to the casino, I'm only card counting, I'm only playing a spread, I'm only sticking to my strategy, no emotions, no nothing.
Of course I would fucking be a great power.
Ever since I made that decision, I've only had 1 losing session at the casino at all. And I've been to the casino like once or twice a month for this whole calendar year. Like, every single session I've won. So, do the odds say that should have been happening? Probably not. But, like, it's been working. Like I said, I've been putting in the hours, I've been practicing. Anyway, let me go. Thank you all for the good vacation wishes. You've only been winning in the stock market. My crypto's been doing pretty well. See you next stream. I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, my next video also won't be for a little over 10 days, but trust me, my next video will be a real banger. I'm looking forward to making that video. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I'm gonna get off. Good night.